The most beautiful girl in Umuez. In the heart of Umuez, a small village surrounded by rolling hills and lush palm trees, lived a girl named Adebi. From the moment she was born, people marveled at her beauty. Her skin was like the glow of fresh palm oil, her eyes as bright as the morning sun, and her smile could make even the hardest hearts melt. As Adebi grew older, her beauty became the talk of the village. Men from far and wide came to admire her, hoping to win her hand. Traders offered her fine cloth, hunters brought her the best game, and farmers left the freshest yams at her doorstep. But Adebi was not just beautiful. She was kind, with a soft voice that calmed crying children and a gentle touch that comforted the elderly. Yet, despite the attention she received, she carried herself with humility, never boasting or looking down on others. The test of character. One day, the chief of the village, Chief Okonkwo, announced a grand festival to celebrate the harvest. As part of the festivities, there would be a dance, and the most beautiful maiden in the village would be crowned the harvest queen. Everyone knew Adebi would win, but Chief Okonkwo added a twist. The crown will not go to beauty alone, he declared. It will go to the girl who shows the greatest heart and wisdom. On the day of the festival, the village square buzzed with excitement. All the maidens dressed in their finest attire, their beads jingling and their hair adorned with flowers. Adebi wore a simple wrapper and a modest necklace of coral beads, her beauty needing no embellishment. The festival began with a series of tests. First, the maidens were asked to carry a heavy pot of water from the stream without spilling a drop. Many struggled, but Adebi walked gracefully, balancing the pot with ease. Next, they were asked to solve a riddle: what is the greatest treasure in the village? While others guessed gold, yams, or cattle, Adebi replied, the people. Without them, there would be no village. Her answer impressed the elders, but the final test was the most challenging. Each maiden was given a basket of food and told to take it to the poorest family in the village. Some girls chose to go to nearby homes, delivering their food quickly. But Adebi disappeared for hours, returning with an empty basket just as the sun began to set. The crowning moment. When the maidens gathered again, the chief asked Adebi why she had taken so long. She bowed her head respectfully and said, I went to the edge of the village, where an old widow lives with her 3 grandchildren. They were starving, and I stayed to cook the food for them and clean their home. I could not leave them in such despair. The crowd fell silent, moved by her words. Chief Okonkwo stood and raised his staff. Adebi, he said, you have shown us that true beauty lies not in the face but in the heart. You are the harvest queen. The villagers erupted in cheers as Adebi was crowned with a wreath of fresh palm fronds and adorned with a sash made of the finest cloth. A lasting legacy. From that day on, Adebi's beauty was no longer just something people admired, it became a symbol of kindness, humility, and wisdom. Men still sought her hand in marriage, but she chose carefully, marrying a young farmer who shared her values and treated her as an equal. Together, they worked to make Umuez a better place, using their resources to help the less fortunate. And though time eventually touched Adebi's face, softening her youthful glow, the people of Umuez always saw her as the most beautiful girl in the village, not just for how she looked, but for the light she brought into their lives.